Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and you may have seen the video I made yesterday of the Western Development Museum in Saskatoon. And a couple hours north of there is the town of Battleford, and they have a second location here, and it's quite different from Saskatoon's museum. The large majority of the exhibits here are outdoor buildings. So if you enjoyed the first one, I'm sure you'll enjoy the second one as well. And they have, I think, 5 museum locations around Saskatchewan. So if you're really into this kind of thing, you might want to have a bucket list of seeing all of them. Come along with me and I'll show you around what they have here. First thing in the museum is a 1904 Oldsmobile. And it even shows the engine. They have a what is it quiz for all these old instruments. See if you can guess what they were used for. And it has the descriptions down here. That would be fun if you have a little time. This scale is coin operated. This eagle and the glove was an advertising landmark that was on top of this building. They have several various types of heavy machinery here and a few old cars. Let's see what this one is. 1912 IHC, never heard of that. These are some examples of the homes of yesteryear. Wow, look at that stove. All steel or some kind of metal. Here's another one. An early manual washing machine. Here's a newspaper press. Imagine manually printing them one at a time. The telephone switchboard. It's the way they used to be. Here's a horse-drawn hearse, 1914. Amazing. They've kept it in good condition since then. And this looks like a homemade snowmobile. It's made out of wood. It's a Ford Model T. And how do you like the wheels on this pickup truck? Well, that would get you just about anywhere you want to go, I think. So here are their outdoor buildings, including a gas station. Look at these old pumps. These are the days before unleaded gas. And this is Bert White's garage. And each one of these buildings has displays on the inside as well. Here's an octagonal tea room. And I noticed in Canada, places don't say bathrooms or restrooms, they say washrooms. They have one of these elevator buildings with all sorts of equipment out here, and there's a caboose. This is the depot. Let's see what's in here. Waiting room. And there's the schedule. This must be the living quarters for the attendants of the depot. It's the kitchen. I guess they had to be on duty 24 hours for their trains. Here's a bunch more heavy equipment that is pretty much rusted out, so they might fall apart if you move them. So here's some more buildings, and this is a church with a set of double doors. So when you open the door, all the cold air doesn't go into the church. It used to be important up here in the northern part of Canada. I noticed that both of these museums, instead of saying fire station or fire department, they call it a fire hall. And they got some of the fire equipment here, horse-drawn. Here's a repair shop for harnesses, saddles, and shoes. There's the John Deere dealer. And here's another church, which is an Anglican. Here's the post office. I noticed some of these buildings have combined businesses. Law office, notary public, real estate, and a lender. There's the bank building. And let's see what's in the dentist office. That's a really old dental chair. The receptionist and waiting room, all in this one little building. Let's look at the optometrist office. There's the chair they have you sit in, and it looks like they used those types of devices way back then too. And here's the letter chart. And apparently this one was to see if you can read letters backwards and numbers. That would be hard to do with any eyesight. And this equipment is pretty common to the ones they use today. They have quite a few more buildings here, including some residences like these two. So I'm not going to go in all of these. There's an old barn back there. Here's a house with a straw roof. I wonder how that held up in these parts of the country. Ukrainian Pioneer House. This is a good sized room, and it looks like it's room for dining, sleeping, and family discussions or something. And this is the second room, which has two long benches and a table and some kind of stove. Well, I didn't know this. I guess this part of Canada was occupied by Ukrainians. And another church. A lot of churches for such a small community. Not many people could use this one. It's a pretty small building. They got it decorated nice. Well, if you're really into old buildings and early life as it was back in the old days, then I think you would enjoy a visit here. Good day, folks.